What's up, everybody? It's your girl, and I'm back with another episode of A Deeper Dive with Key. And so, because y'all my besties, don't mind me splishing and splashing because I'm in the tub right now. I'm in the tub, baby. I'm in the tub right now. But in my defense, at least you're going to have to hear me rolling around in my bed and hear the plastic rubbing against my bed. So, yeah. Hey, y'all. How have y'all been? I hope you guys have had a beautiful, blessed, magnificent, amazing week. And that this is getting up to be a great, fabulous week. I had like 4 episodes already pre-recorded, but I was like, you know what, scratch that. Because, I was going to go on a little hiatus, but I'm not. I promise. I got so much to talk about. Well, not really. It's really observations. And I'm like, instead of making a whole bunch of back-to-back TikToks right now, just in my thoughts, come to my happy place, which is my potty pod. And I'm so happy to be here. Can I just say, God is so good. Like, God is so good. Like, God is so good. Like, genuinely, truly, honestly, God is magnificent. And that's the sentence. God is good. That's the sentence. That's the tweet. That's the word for this Sunday. God is good. I don't know, like, I be looking at my life and I'm just like, man, God, thank you. I'm so grateful. And like, nothing be happening. Like, nothing like new be happening. I just be looking at my life like, man, I'm so grateful. When I go in my bathroom and go in my bath and take a bath whenever I want, and I don't have to knock on the door or wait for somebody to get out the bath or, think about and be cognizant if anybody needs to use the bathroom. But I could just go to the bath by myself and like not have to worry about nobody needing to use the bathroom. And not only that, not have one, but 2 bathrooms. So it's like you blessed me twice over. Like, that is a blessing. That is an underrated blessing. And yeah, my bathroom ain't the fancy, smashy bathroom that I always wanted. That reminds me of my childhood with our jacuzzi bath. But I say jacuzzi. I mean jacuzzi bath. How I grew up with. But I'm going to get it one day. And for now, I just love having my Epsom salt, my aromatherapy bubble bath, my candle. And, occasionally, well, I had to throw that one away. But I even had the lights for the finesse. But, candlelight will do for now. But, the water got into the one that I had the LED lights in the tub. It said it was waterproof, but it definitely wasn't waterproof. I'm going to have to get the 2-pack next time, okay? But yeah, I'm just so grateful for this life I live. Like, even today, I had one annoying customer, but like, my job really not hard. Just do my job, help these customers, be nice, maybe have some cool conversations. But like, my life not hard. I feel like life got easier when I really stopped stressing about like the future. Like, I need to be successful by this age. I need to be this by this age. When you just stop giving a fuck and you just live, you just take it day by day. Like, you still have the big picture in mind, but you release your attachment to it. It's like not a fantasy because you may eventually get there. You probably are going to eventually get there. Look, you got to change your words. You are going to eventually get there. But who cares if you don't? That's the fun part of living this life that I live. It's like, yeah, I still got the big dreams or the big ideas that I want to accomplish. But if I never accomplish it, I'm going to be okay. And I feel like that's the thing. That is the thing. Like, I really, truly feel like that. Anywho, what was I gonna say? Man, I just can't get over how grateful I am, how good God is. Like, I make good money. And then it's like, okay, you think about, I know I just had another thought, and I know y'all probably get irritated when I do that, but hear me out. So, you know how, like, yeah, you want all these things. You want to be able to do certain things. But the world is in shambles right now. So it's like, maybe the new world, after all this craziness, dies down. If it does die down. But it's like, who really knows? And who really gives a fuck? We're just gonna keep rolling with the fucking punches. We just gotta keep rolling with the punches. I've recognized new boundaries while we're here. I've recognized new boundaries. And the thing is, I reactivated my Instagram. I don't know if I said that on here, but yeah, I reactivated my Instagram. And it was cool. I didn't feel as like anxious. But today I started seeing people from my past viewing my stories. And I was just like, I don't want to be on here. I don't want to be connected to anything of the past. Anything that, like, that's really what I'm on right now. I don't have a connection to my past. Like, the only connection I have is that it helped build character. But it's like, leave the past in the past. Unless you are attached to my destiny, if you in the past, you really could stay there. Like, I'm only letting people circle back around if they, if God needs them to be a part of my destiny. Other than that, like, stay in the past. Like, let the past be the past. Whether we had a great friendship, a great connection, whatever. If you are not in some way attached to my destiny, I don't want to be in that, you get what I'm saying? So, like, Instagram, it's like a cemetery of the past. It's what once was and what I can no longer resonate with. Like, I can no longer resonate with an app that, like, everybody is just looking at everybody's life. Like, I don't care what y'all doing. Or everybody is just fronting so hard. And everybody's just pretending. Like, to be honest, I'm too real for Instagram. I know people don't like when people say they too real. No, like, I'm literally too authentic for Instagram. Like, I see through the bullshit. Some of y'all faves that y'all think is the most authentic really ain't authentic, because I see right through all that bullshit. You know why I can see it? Because I was there before. I was playing the character. I know how to see it because I was once there. That's why I could recognize it. Remember how I said in that last episode, like, you can see the negative parts of people because you recognize it, because that used to be you. Baby, that used to be you. And it's like, when you take off the mask for good, burn that shit, throw it away, you can't go back to the place that made you put on the mask in the first place. And that's why I was like, you know what, I'm going to let it be reactivated, but I'm deleting this shit. I don't even go on the shade room like that. Like, I check it occasionally, but it's so much bullshit on there. Like, why I want to see this? I don't care about people's drama. I don't care about I think that's what, like, that's what, like, being away from Instagram taught me, is that, like, I really don't care about what's going on in other people's life. And so, like, that's a part of my new boundary, is that, like, honestly, if I don't ask you about that, don't tell me. I want nobody volunteering other people's business to me. Because, like, I'm really operating in joy. Like, I want to stay with joy. I want to just hold on to this joy. Like, don't interrupt my bubble with mess. Like, and that's what Instagram is. It's just mess. I reactivated, and it's just people faking, people liking pictures. Like, I don't like that app at all. I I feel like TikTok is just a easier app to navigate. Like, you can customize your feed. Like, yeah, you still get occasional ads, but TikTok is still growing, so it's not overrun with ads. But once it's overrun, I heard Kanye is making an app. I just need a black person to make an app, like make a real app that shuts everybody down, so I can go over there. I just want to be where the black people are. That's how I customize my TikTok. No offense if I have some non-black listeners. But yes, I just want to be where the black people are. Like, when I purposely, like, all, like majority of black content, or some Spanish content, but mostly my feed on TikTok is black. And can I say that, at first I was a little, not bummed out, but I noticed that, like, my posts ain't been doing well since I got all these followers. Like, they was doing well for a while, and now it's just like crickets. But I'm actually cool with that, because my feed is back to normal. When people don't tell you this, but when a whole bunch of people follow you, it fucks up your timeline on TikTok, because TikTok wants to put more people in your face so you can see them. But now I get to enjoy the app again and get to see things that I like to see and, like, use it for fun again. Because when I was just getting so many followers, when I go to my For You page, it's everything that my followers are interested in. And no offense, I don't give a fuck what my followers are interested in, because I come to this app for what I'm interested in. Like, I left Instagram because I am not interested in what everybody is interested in. I'm not interested in them fronting for other people that don't pay their bills. Like, no. And you know what I noticed with Instagram? When I came back, even more people was watching my story, but even less people was liking and commenting on my posts. The same people who are the main people, but, like, I got even less likes on my shit now. And I know that when you start posting, like, a picture or something, Instagram lets all your people know that, like, oh my God, this person just posted for the first time in, like, a long time. And so people don't be liking my shit, but they be watching. I know they be watching because you watch all my stories. Okay? And my stories are good when they are, but y'all ain't getting no stories for a long while. I think I'm just finally, like, I thought it was a temporary thing. I'm kind of over. It's so funny. One of my cousins that, like, from my mama's side, they liked one of my posts today on Instagram. And y'all, it just really reaffirmed my boundary. Because, like, and this is no shade to them. One of my mom's coworkers was viewing my story today. And I feel like, I think that's why I wasn't able to grow as much on Instagram, because it was the pressure of who people knew me to be than who I really am. And so when I tried to put who I really was, it was like people had this idea of who they knew me to be, and I couldn't be that. And then it was like a overthinking, because it's like, okay, I want to share certain stuff, but then it's just like, I feel like y'all in my business, and no offense, but I'd rather strangers be in my business than people that I know that don't really, like, can we talk about family members, like extended family members that stalk your social media, but don't check on you in real life? Like, looking at my Instagram, looking at my stories, especially Instagram, looking at your stories on Instagram is not an indication that you're doing well. Now, me, I don't really get on there if I'm not doing well, but just like, you don't know if somebody is doing well by watching all their stories. Oh, if they're not posting a whole bunch of subliminals, maybe they posting a whole bunch of happy shit because they're trying to get out of the sadness stuff. Like, somebody could be just going through it and they look happy on Instagram. But I never understood why people think they're checking on you because they stalk your, like, not even stalk. I feel like I just love to use that term for Instagram because I just feel like it's the stalker app. I'm not like pro TikTok, but I'm not for Instagram. It's just so much. It's so inauthentic. It really, like, it made my skin crawl, y'all. It really made my skin crawl. I'm just like it's unrealistic beauty standards on unrealistic beauty standards. Like, it's people on there and I look at their pictures and I be like, this picture is so overly edited. Like, you're so beautiful. This picture does not look like you. This picture looks scary. Like, what type of body? Like, I feel like Instagram is like body dysmorphia galore. Like, people, like, y'all don't look like y'all pictures. Like, I understand I throw a filter every once in a while, but, you know, I want y'all to get both glances. So I do an unfiltered post a lot more than I do a filter post. But it's just like, bruh, y'all do not look like, like, y'all do not look like what y'all look like on social media. And it's really sad. Like, and it's sad that, like, y'all way beautiful in person, but, like, y'all like to pretend for social media. And then it's just all these people with, like, low self-esteem. Not saying everybody got low self-esteem that has an Instagram, but, like, it's so many people that got low self-esteem on this app. And, like, bruh, I can't. I can't. Like, I genuinely cannot. I cannot with Instagram. I cannot with people from the past checking in on me by watching all my stories. Like, that's not checking in on me. That's not checking in on me at all. Like, I have a phone number. And no, I'm not going to keep giving the same person a phone number that doesn't make an effort to keep contact with my phone number. So if it changes, it changes, bro. Like, if it changes, it changes. I just feel like if certain people were supposed to be in my life, they would be in my life. And you know what I recognize? That, like, the life I had with my mom was another life. Like, most of the people that was in my life during the time, like, aside from my dad's side of the family, and not even all of them, most of the people that was in my life when my mama was in my life are no longer in my life. And that is okay, because that was a different lifetime. The good thing about life is that, like, you can always reinvent yourself and you can always have another lifetime. So, like, I like this life right now. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I mean, the state of the world is kind of ghetto, but, like, my life, beautiful. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Like, the life I live. Like, who would have thought in my late 20s, you know, I would thoroughly enjoy candle shopping online, of course, because I ain't going in no store. I ain't exposing myself. Candle shopping and getting the researching aromatherapy. What is the best aromatherapy type of, getting the best bath sauce. Whole Foods has definitely become my jam. Like, I am a 37-year-old soccer mom. And while we're on the subject of motherhood, I know this is just a moment. I know. But I am almost certain, and this is crazy for me to say, I am almost certain that I do not want to have children. I am almost certain that I do not want to be a mother. I am almost certain. And I might be I ain't gonna speak too long because, I'm always open to love. But almost certain that I'm kind of cool if I'm single for the rest of my life. I'm damn near single my whole life. But, it'd be cool. I think I'm open to love because, it seems cool. But what if it's not even all that? What if love is just not the bee's knees? What if I could have really, just like sex, what if I could have done without it? That's how I feel. And so I'm not going to worry about what's not in my life. I'm going to enjoy not having what is not in my life and enjoy this moment. But I am almost certain, I'm like 99.9% certain that babies, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't want any. I don't want any. At this very moment, I don't want to say 100 because, never say never. But, my patience, and I don't need God to teach me extra lessons. The occasional annoying customer that asks the same question for 10 minutes straight, that is enough for me. Those are enough tests for me. Appreciate you. No. Because I know the type of parent that I want to be. And I know, because the thing about it, let's chat. So the thing about it, you can't choose what type of personality your kids have. That's the thing. So it's I have my dream child in mind, what type of personality, what type of temperament. But it's you can't choose. So what if God gives you a child that is y'all just clash. And honestly, truly, honestly, truly, I don't want that. I don't want that for my life. I don't want that for my life. It's too much of a gamble. It's like a box of chocolates that you didn't read the directions on, and it's assortment. You really don't know what you're going to get. And I'm cool. I like being the weekend aunt. And not even weekend. The 2-hour aunt. My jam. Rich aunt. Auntie, can I have? Kiki, can I have? Yes, baby. Amazon Prime, deliver it to your door. Tell your mom thank you for having a great person in her life like me. Toodles. You get what I'm saying? Nah. I'm cool. And it's so crazy because for so long, I just wanted to be a mother. I just wanted to have a family. But I think, it's the society that, they have these traditional families and they make you feel like shit because, well, shit, I don't have a mom. I don't have a dad. I have them, but they're not physically here. You get what I'm saying? So it's they make you feel like shit because all the holidays are surrounding family. Then you got the fucking Mother's Days, Father's Day, Christmas, this. And they just really like to make you feel some type of way for not having all of that. And I unsubscribed. I'm unsubscribing to the jibber jab. You're not going to make me feel like shit because I don't have the traditional family like you're not. And I'm not going to allow you. And when I really get my savings fat like I want, it's in progress loading. I'm vacationing during holidays because fuck y'all. Fuck y'all trying to make people who parents die young or maybe older. Fuck y'all trying to make us feel some type of way. Fuck y'all trying to make us that don't got kids, that don't got a boo, that don't got a bae, feel like shit. No, I'm going to start traveling. That is my love language. Travel, luxury. That is my love language. And I'm going to have it, baby. I'm going to have it. I like the freedom of doing what I want. I like the freedom of saying, hey, I want to move to another state and not have to discuss it with a significant other. Like, when I tell you, I'm like, am I a pessimist? No, I don't think I'm a pessimist. But when I tell you, I get so irritated. With the controlling customers. The ones that have, like, the controlling customers that are couples. Child, it's, like, so annoying. Like, when they're not on the same page about stuff. Or when, like, one is, like, codependent on the other. I'm like, oh, my God. It's, like, disgusting. Disgusting. Like, no. Absolutely the fuck not. Like, I wish I would have to ask I feel like we should be a unit. Like, we should be on the same page. Like, I wish I would have to ask my husband if I could buy a fucking car. Like, y'all should have joint finances and separate finances. You should be able to buy your car. You should have good enough credit by yourself that you don't need your husband to co-sign on shit. That's what I need you to... Now, if you wanted to, because y'all just want to have it in both of y'all names so y'all can both have assets together, cool. Skip to my darling. But, like, the customers that don't be on the same page with they purchase, really annoying. Don't like it. And I'll just be like, ilk. No mind of your own, ilk. Or the controlling husband that puts everything under their name and they put everything under their spouse's name, but put all their contact information. So then when you call them, like, you have to talk to them and you're like, sir, like, you cannot run an application for your wife. I know that is your other half, but legally, that is illegal. You cannot be running applications online in your spouse's name. Like, people don't be knowing the law, bro. People don't be knowing the law. And I don't like it. So, yeah, I don't think I'm a pessimist. I just think people are annoying. Like, I find codependency very fucking annoying. It's like, you know that, see, I've become a TikToker. It's this TikTok video, and this girl be like, some of you girls just be weak in the knees. Stand up. Stand up. And that's how I feel about codependency, because, like, no. And it's not because I haven't been in love, but I find the value, like, even if I get a significant other, I recognize that, yes, that would be, you know, a little extra on top, but also I am full by myself. I am full. And, like, a lot of people, they go in these relationships because they want that person to bring them happiness, but, like, they don't like to be by themselves. Like, I made a TikTok a few weeks ago, like, well, that wasn't even a few weeks ago. I think that was, like, no, it was a few weeks ago, actually. Like, why are people so, like, unhappy being by themselves? Like, you rather be miserable with someone just because you have, like, ties. And it makes me so sad because that's, like, a sad life to live. It's like a prison. Like, okay, I don't know Amber Rose's business, but we just know what she puts online. It makes me sad for her that she got back with her BD. Like, it makes me fucking sad for her. But not that sad because I'm not that invested. But it does make me sad for her. And it makes me sad for the people that champion and follow her, that look up to her. Because it's like, how can you have these woman empowerment events? And, like, that's why, like, I can't take the slut walk seriously. And because, like, I never really took it seriously, to be honest. Because I did want to sell books. I'm not even gonna front like I didn't try to sell books there, and I was gonna get a table because I knew that the people that would benefit from my book was at an environment like that. But I just feel like it's really sheep leading the sheep, like blind leading the blind. How can you have this is just my observation. You know, I try not to be judgmental. But, like, if I have to look at things, just from the outside looking in, if I was a doctor and this was a case study, this would be my observation. Amber Rose is a beautiful woman. But something in her does not feel worthy, does not feel good enough, does not feel loved. You can tell by the type of men that she attracts. The type of men that it's not your fault if you get cheated on, no. But the type of men that like belittle her, talk down to her, treat her like shit. Like, you were with Kanye for all those years. I love me some Ye. But a nigga like that couldn't pay me to be in a relationship with him. Like, you can tell that he's emotionally abusive. You can tell. You can tell. Because he tries to emotionally abuse social media, mainstream media, sometimes to fit his narrative. We can tell. But like, bro, that guy who is her second child's baby father disrespected the fuck out of her. Went public and laughed at the fact that he just kept cheating on her. I just feel like you can forgive and you can co-parent, but that is fucking disrespectful. I just feel like some things are like, kind of unforgivable. It's like, I forgive you, I love you in the name of Jesus Christ. But nah, you're not going to play with my time. And I just feel like Amber Rose, like, sis, like, better is out there. Like, better is out there. Like, yeah, that guy is attractive. Maybe he's dicking you down. Who knows? Like, yeah, he might make you laugh, but, like, he does not respect you. He laughed at you. He laughed at your pain. He laughed at repeatedly making a fool out of you. And you back with it? Stand up. What's the TikTok? I'm not laughing at Amber Rose. I'm laughing at that video that I'm thinking about. It's just like, come on, stand up. Get some cojones. Like, come on, bro. It just make me like, because I know what her movement could do if she took the time to be who she, is trying to be publicly. They're strong. Like, even like when I hear like her educating on stuff, and it's just like, no. Y'all like to erase, like, a lot of women. I'm very, let me pick my words. No, fuck it. It's my podcast. Okay, so a lot of women, they like to play the victim card. And like, I'm not here for it. Yes, I am a woman, like, but I've never been here for victim mentality. You got a couple hours to be a victim, but when are you going to become the victor? Like, how long are you going to stay in that victim mindset? How long are you going to woe is me? I feel like because women in general, in the circle of life, in nature, we've been deemed as, the weaker of the two when it's the species. You get what I'm saying? Male and female. Now, strength-wise, we are the weaker. But I feel like God gave us, He gave us that intuition. He gave us that discernment if we like to listen to it, which is actually mental strength. I think it's better than physical strength, to be honest. Like, we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses, but I feel like women, we have more mental strength than we like to give ourselves credit for. And so with that being said, and because of the continuous narrative of the damsel in distress and all these movies we grow up watching, a man is supposed to save us, is supposed to take us away, and we have developed this victim mentality. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, shit happens to everybody, but I don't like us being victims and, like, because it's all these new age terms for not trying to hold ourselves accountable. Like, you know, all these think pieces and conversations, just everybody just be talking. Just be talking and don't have really shit of substance to say. And it really, like, grinds my gear. And that's why I don't subscribe. I unsubscribe to these think piece, overly woke ass people that got a new fucking term for everything to just, like, everybody just likes being fucking upset in this day and age. And it's just like, when are y'all gonna take accountability, though? Like, when the fuck are you going to take accountability, though? Like, it's just all these terms to pacify their passive-aggressive ass fucking behavior. And women, as a woman, as someone who has definitely been passive-aggressive, I can strongly say that, like, that's a fucking problem with, like, women. And, like, you gotta get to a point where, like, you gotta put on your big girl drawers and be like, yeah, nah. And I'm not gonna be the victim. And I'm not gonna let nobody make me the victim. And I'm not gonna cry victim. Cause, like, fuck victimhood. Like, for real. Like, awesome. On another note. For example. Like, bro. In my present moment, and even going forward, like, I have no fucking desire to build relationships based on the type of pain we've been through. You know, I feel like for a long time I used to be like, oh, well, I want friends that have been through something because they have to be able to you know me or relate to me. Like, not saying that I don't want friends that have been through something. Like, I accept all parts. But I want friends that are actively seeking joy. That are not allowing their trauma or past pain to define who they are as a human being. Let that shape you and let that catapult you into a beautiful future. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to just find a best friend and that, like, we relate to each other because both of our parents are dead. Like, no, like, what's the rest of the story? Can I have a best friend that's a fucking boss? Can I have a best friend that's, like, on their shit? Can I have a best friend that, like, loves themselves too? And I do. She's me. I'm her. A best friend that's on my shit, loves myself, and I am me and I'm her. And that's really what it is. Like, accountability. I hold myself fucking accountable. And a lot of women, they don't like to be held accountable. Or at least the women that I have befriended. Like, they like to hold you accountable. But when it get to getting and holding them accountable, nah. And not all, because I've had some friends that, you know, are open to constructive criticism, you know. And it's not even criticism, like constructive tips to help them become better. Like things that, like, they may subconsciously not see that they're doing. Because sometimes when you're in it, you can't see. But, like, the people that can't learn, that don't want to learn, that don't want to change, that don't want to evolve, people that are too stuck in their ways to be the best that they can be, that stunt their growth. Because you can have the whole world financially at your feet. But if you're a piece of shit in the inside, I cannot fuck with that. I cannot fuck with that. I don't want that type of people and energy around me. Like, no, like, it's just not just being a boss because you got a talent, or being a boss because, you know, you have a business, or you do this or you do that. No, you gotta be like, what's your insides looking like? That's what I'm really craving. Like, what's your insides looking like? And, like, honestly, like, I love me, bitch. I was thinking about it the other day. Actually, not even the other day. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I was thinking about that today. I kind of want to propose to myself. I really feel like I am the one. Truly. Like, I love me. And I love it here. And I love this for me. Because I feel like society tries to, put this thing like, you're not winning if you don't have the house, the man, the business. Well, now the business in this day and age. The business, the car, the this, the that, the that. But have we ever asked ourselves, outside of what society says we should be happy with, what is supposed to bring balance in life? Have we asked ourselves, do I fucking want that? And the answer currently to me, and my answer could always change because I am okay to change my mind and evolve and change. But the answer currently is fucking no. And I'm so grateful that when I was just praying for the family, for this, for that, that God said no. That I never got pregnant when I was briefly sexually active. Like, even though I use protection. But still, protection don't always, stop nothing. But like, bruh. Imagine if I would have got married at 20. What did I say I wanted to get married? Like, right out of college. Like, imagine if I would have just went to college, finished college. Like, that ain't no fun. That ain't no story. You need a little struggle. You need triumph. You need fucked up shit to happen. Because everybody likes a success story, baby. So what if I had the white picket fence and just the fairy tale life? That shit would be boring as shit. And I would be bored. You need the struggle to... You need the struggle and you need the rain to embrace the rainbow. But also, once you embrace the rainbow, like, you don't want to just harbor on the rain. No, we're too busy observing the rainbow. We're trying to see how we can paint more rainbows and create more beauty in our life. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah. Like, imagine, like, I would have went to college. I would have, married this guy. And everything would have been perfect. And, like, but if you don't go through a whole bunch of shit, like, how do you appreciate that? You would get bored. I think that's why we have to go through fucked up shit. Like, a lot of people would be like, oh, well, why would God make this? Or why would God do this? And this is this or that. I don't question anything. Even the fucked up things, like the things that are sad. It's because life is all about balance. And you come to a point in life when you recognize that balance. Good or bad, life is all about duality and balance. The good times hold you over when you go through those bad times because you remember that, oh, God's grace was able to show up in this moment. So if God could do it in that moment, he can do it again. And then the really, really hard times help you appreciate when things get good again. And then sometimes the storms don't be as tragic because, listen to me, hear me out. They don't be as drastic. I said drastic. They don't be as drastic because you already know how to navigate the duality of life. So when fucked up shit happen, you be like, okay, well, better shit is on the way. Because it's like, what can you really do? What can you really do when fucked up shit happen? Like, we always be trying to fight against the tide. I finally know. I finally realized how to flow with that shit. You just gotta flow with that shit. You had a bad day? Okay, now what? How you gonna have a better one? How you gonna turn that frown upside down? Like, how? When I think about people that I have let go, like some people, had boundaries, but they didn't respect my boundaries. That's really the main thing. People who didn't respect my boundaries or people who tried to weaponize my pain or weaponize what they thought was pain. A person that tries to weaponize your hurt is not a good person. And I don't care how many times that you've had good with this person. And I don't care how many times that you try to remember the times and be a remember the time ass bitch. Nah, a person that tries to weaponize your hurt, weaponize something that you struggle with and overcame because they wanted to hurt you, is not a good person. They can be better. They could become a good person. But, yeah, that's not nice. And I don't like that. It's not kind. It's not graceful. It has no coof. And I don't like that. I don't like that. You don't weaponize people's pain. Even if you're trying to hold somebody accountable, you don't weaponize pain to hold somebody accountable. That's weird. Those are two things. They cannot be conflated. Like, two separate things. Like, you're trying to build somebody up and they're trying to break you down because they don't want to hold themselves accountable. Ciao, boo. Child, like, nobody is exempt. I swear to God. Nobody is an exempt. Hold on. I gotta put some more water up in this tub. Hold on. Alright, so like I was saying, nobody is exempt from getting a pink slip. I don't care who you are in relation to me. And I love that for me. Because, like, I think I used to feel such a responsibility to, I don't know, be like, I don't know, the savior of people, the redemption of others. Jesus paid the ultimate cost, okay? Paid the ultimate price, so I didn't have to. So, like, my purpose currently is, like, to prioritize joy. That's really my purpose right now. To prioritize joy and what that entails. My other purpose, which is the main purpose, which I feel never change, is to become all that I am supposed to become in the kingdom and glory of God. So whoever God has called me to be, I'm leaving it in his hands to get out what he needs to get out in me and do a work in me. You get what I'm saying? But the details, I don't need to worry about the details, child. Shoot, the details is why I was depressed. Details is why I was stressed. Because things ain't happening on my timeline. In the meantime, while he's doing a work in me, I'm going to prioritize joy. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And when I do what I'm supposed to do on this earth, I'm a bounce. But, like, I feel like people, we like to give ourselves a sense of purpose because we feel entitled or we feel a responsibility. That's a better word. We feel the responsibility to be another person's redemption. If I could show them this type of love, if I could be this type of person for them. And every person that I've tried to be the kindest and go above and beyond for because I know maybe they didn't have it and I wanted to do more, in some way, they burnt me. So, you know, I came to this conclusion a while ago is that, like, what is really a good fucking person? Just be you. And being you may not be a good person to some people. Some people who don't respect your boundaries. Some people who don't like the light that shines in you. They may not fuck with how you show up in this world. But be you at all costs. Fuck being a good person. What is a good person? It's subjective. What is a bad person? It's subjective. It's to who you're having the interaction with. One person could say I'm a bitch. One person could say I'm the sweetest person that they've ever met. And both are correct. I'm sure the woman, even though I show her nothing but kindness, for the most part, will probably say the most malicious things about me. The lady, the unwanted house guest that overstayed her welcome, that was never welcomed. she'll probably say the evil is shit. And I did so many nice and kind things just because that's who I am as a person. But some people don't remember the good things you do. They only remember the bad things. You're every type of demon, everything that is nothing but the child of God. You're everything but a child of God to someone that you tell no. That's somebody that you enforce boundaries with. Like, you're everything, because people will take and take as long as you allow them to. And when you don't allow them to, it gets uncomfortable. I lived with someone who hated me because I didn't want to live with them. And they refused to leave. And because it was so long that people did not do anything about it, this person legally could leave whenever they want to. Because it's like, now y'all allowed this person to be able to accept mail. Now we have to drag it out and physically evict them. And then if you're not changing the locks, like, how is this possible? You get what I'm saying? But once that girl left, eventually the mom had to leave. Because, like, when she officially gave her, I'm moving out, because she had to be in that program, I think that's the only reason the mom left. I don't think she really got a place. I don't know what was going on in her life. But I think she might have not been able to hold both programs, and they had to, exit her out the program properly. So she had to say it, and that's the only reason that lady moved out. That's what I feel. But I really don't care. I wish them the best. I hope she got a place now, and she ain't just been barring in people's place. And I hope she didn't put that girl out of her new place that she got. Poor girl didn't even have a bed, because she done gave the room to the boyfriend mama. The boyfriend 40-plus-year-old mama. Like, why is you living with 20-some-year-olds? I'll never know, but wish her the best. I don't like to talk about it too much, because it's like, it's like witchcraft. You don't want to conjure nothing up, okay? Wish them the best, and even if they cursing me, hallelujah, bless you. Bless you, because, I ain't even going to spend time on my beautiful podcast, on my beautiful time with my besties, talking about people that are irrelevant to my life, but grateful for the lessons that y'all taught me. Salud. Okay? Cheerio. But, like, literally, you cannot, feel a responsibility. And I think, also living in that house, you feel a responsibility. Like, I'm trying to help young women. My book is for young women. No. No. You know what I realized? My book is for whoever stumbles upon it. My book is for whoever helps. For whoever it helps. I think, when you write a book, they tell you to focus on your audience, your target audience. Who do you want to be engaged? Whoever it helps. At first I was like, millennial black women, millennial women of color. That's a niche. That is a broken niche. No, it helped me. It helped me become the queen that I am. Those experiences, those lessons, it helped me. And maybe, if I decide to, I don't know. But if I decide to adopt a kid, I would hope that I pass this book on to my daughter. And it would serve its purpose. Because this is something, maybe it's a family secret, a family heirloom. I wanted it to be public, but maybe it got to be a family little rite of passage. Who knows? But I just feel like not trying to over-exude purpose for the things that you create. That's a word for somebody. I know it's a word for me. A lot of times I try to over-exude purpose for the things that I created as a creative. And it really frustrated me and made me so sad and discouraged when I couldn't accomplish what I sought out to do or help the people that I sought out. People said that my book has become their best friend. I said that when I wrote that book. I wanted it to be like a bestie. Checked off the list. Even though it was only one person that said that. Checked off the list. A person said they listen to it repeatedly. They read it. Actually, the same person said that. And another person said they listen to my audiobook. My audiobook was done so ghetto. But it helped people. It helped many women. No, it didn't help millions of women like I thought. No, I'm not starting my series. And, maybe I'll still do that book series. But it didn't pan out the way I thought it was. And, I still am leaving room for it too if it does want to. Because I think it's important for not me to share my story, but other women to exchange stories and recognize that we're not far off from each other. That's what that's what I was trying to build. You know what I'm saying? So, my book really fulfilled its purpose. It might have not fulfilled it on the way that I thought, but it was many women that came and said, my book made them cry. My book was so good. My book was this. My book was that. And I'm wondering to myself, my book is all this. Why is it not selling out? Why can't I eat today? Why am I on public assistance at the time? Why am I homeless? Why? You get what I'm saying? But now, I'm just like, my book did fulfill its purpose. Like, everything that I said I wanted it, the girls that got it. And the girls who did it, so. And I'm still going to keep writing books. So, they're going to write themselves. Because, I'm a writer like that. And so, do things for the joy of you. I think a lot of times we try to put this pressure. I feel like you fulfill more of your destiny when you just do things for the joy of you, for the enjoyment, for the fulfillment, not setting out. Like, if you can be a blessing to somebody, cool. But if you have to overly assert yourself to be a blessing to someone, if it comes naturally, do it. If it gotta be forced, don't do it. When stuff don't feel right, don't do it. If I don't have the capacity to give to somebody, I'm gonna tell them no. Because I know how irritated that'd be if you tell somebody yes when you really meant no. When you didn't know how to create a boundary. When you let people just come and take it. And they ain't depositing more than they take. It will be depleting. You have to eventually stand your ground and say no. No matter what it is. No matter who it is. You got to practice your no's. No is my favorite word. Because I used to always say yes. Of course, I'll try. I'll do what I can. And my do what I can was always a yes. No thanks. I think we got to stop being the sacrificial lambs and being mad because people keep shitting on you. When are you going to get up? Stop letting people shit on you. Get up. Get up. Get the fuck up. Get up. Stop letting people shit on you. When you gonna pump yourself up and get up? Okay? When are you gonna pump yourself up and get up? Get up. That's really what it is. Today I uploaded a video of myself literally having to give myself a pep talk. And I'm just like, you gonna get over this. I don't know why you keep overthinking this singing shit. Girl, one day you gonna make a video and you gonna sing your ass off like you always knew you could. You're not gonna think about the neighbors. You're not gonna think about if somebody... You gonna show the anointing that God has blessed you with because you heard it before. I've heard myself sing my fullest out. And one day those nerves ain't gonna get the best of me. But that's, life is all about just overcoming. And just, Just jumping off of one hurdle to the next. Just keep doing it and just keep building that strength and keep building those muscles. Yes, baby. We're going to keep building these muscles. We're going to keep building these muscles. You hear me? We're going to keep building this muscle. We talked about a lot of stuff. I'm so glad I did this. And I'm so glad I deleted all 4 of those drafts. Because, and you know what I'm going to do? Because this episode was so good, I'm going to let this go. I have 2 more episodes, I think, that are pre-recorded. Maybe 3. But I'm going to let this episode be a double episode. I might start doing double uploads. I'm going to let this be a double episode for this week. Or I might just release this, like, randomly this week. I might delete. I might release this tomorrow. Actually, I am going to release this tomorrow. Well, technically, today is 2 a.m. But I'm going to release this today because, ain't no rules to this shit. It ain't really official like that. So, like, if I want to double upload, triple upload, I'm going to do it. Because I'm going to talk my shit. This is a place where I talk my shit with my friends. So, I hope y'all have a blessed, wonderful week. And I hope that something in this long as me talking, if you get to the end, I hope something resonated with you. Be blessed. Don't let nobody shit on you. And rise and stand in your power. Don't let nobody keep disrespecting you and feel like it's love. It's not love. It's not love. It's people take your kindness for weakness. It's not people that take your kindness for weakness. You don't know how to enforce your boundaries. You don't know how to teach people how to love you properly. And if they cannot be taught, and if they are not open to being taught, it's time to move on. I only have space for the people that can be open to learn how to love me correctly, to learn how to respect my boundaries. And the people that respect my boundaries, I F with them heavy because you love me enough to honor me. In the sense that if I say, hey, I don't like that. Hey, that disrupts my peace. That you can listen to that and be like, you know what? I'm gonna honor your boundary. But when the people disregard and I'm just gonna deposit whatever I want on you, no, fuck out of here. Nobody would ever do that no more. Because honest me that was within me since I was a child, oh, she's back. Miss, tell it like it is. Miss. Okay? And I am okay. We're riding this train along. That's what you got to be okay. And it's so funny. When I'm my most authentic self, people just are attracted like flies. Like, just chase me down. When I'm hiding, people still want to be around me because I'm kind. But they never last too long. Because I'm not standing into my fullest power. So, I want y'all to stand into your fullest power. Because it's a beautiful thing and I love it here. Toodles.